Hey guys, it's Callie from Lashes and Rouge, and I wanted to do a quick tutorial on using a curling iron for curling your hair. Now, there are many different ways to curl your hair, and as a naturally curly gal, I don't really like to use heat on my hair very often. I will diffuse my hair when I dry it naturally, but I don't really like using straighteners or curling irons and whatnot. But as I've been trying to figure out a way to prolong my hair in between washes and it still be manageable and tolerable, I have decided to start experimenting with different curling iron techniques. The first is using just a regular 1-inch curling iron. It's like this. There's no tapering to it. It's just your basic curling iron. I do like that it has a temperature dial, so I can change it. I can make the temperature higher. I can make it so it's barely any heat. So however you feel comfortable with using heat on your hair, this curling iron actually works great for that because it is adjustable. It is Conair. I actually have no memory of getting this. I cannot remember when or where I got it. I have a vague memory of going to CVS and getting a curling iron, but I'm not 100% sure if it was this one. So I've had this for a long time. I just have never used it because curling my hair has never been very appealing because, like I said, using high heat on my hair is kind of, well, when you have naturally curly hair, it's kind of a no-no. And so the fact that I'm actually doing this is kind of risky because I can actually really damage my curls. That being said, I want to talk about the products I use on my hair because that will help protect my hair from getting damaged. And as you can see, I got some nice curl today. It's not as much volume as I wanted, but it works because this is third day hair, and I'm pleased with how it feels. So that's actually a really big plus. Okay, so one of the very first products that I use when I get out of the shower every day when I wash my hair, I don't wash my hair every day, but you know what I mean. I always put this on my hair. It is an argan oil, and it helps just kind of protect and heal and strengthen my hair. Most argan oils that I've tried, and granted I've only tried a few, but a lot of them are really heavy and not very, well, it really just depends on your hair type. I have thick hair, but because of curls, and so because of my curls, the healthier and more volume I can get with my curls, the better an oil works on them. So this oil actually works really well, and it just kind of helps protect my hair from getting really dried out or having a lot of heat damage. I don't know if you can see this, but my ends are still quite healthy. They're a little bit stiff today just because this is, like I said, third day hair. But I am very pleased with how much I can protect my hair by just taking those simple steps of using a heat protectant spray or using some sort of argan oil or some sort of just a moisturizing oil of some sort when you first get out of the shower, and then I actually will apply that after I use high heat on my hair just because it kind of helps seal all the cuticles and just kind of calm my hair down, I guess. So because I've already actually curled my hair, I'm just going to show you really briefly what I do. I'll explain this more in comments, or not in the comments, in the post after I post this video, but what I'll do is I'll actually separate my hair. So I'll take only a little bit less than that, but I'll only do about that much on either side when I first start out, because you don't want to try to curl all of your hair at once, especially if you have thick hair, because it's just going to get really hard to separate the curled hair from the knot. So I'll do that in 3 layers. I'll do the bottom layer, and I always start from the back and come forward, because then every curl I finish I can just kind of throw back over my shoulder and it's hanging down the back of my back, and it's not getting in the way of me untwisting the curls or just getting tangled with all the rest of the hair. So I'll do one, I'll do another one that's kind of like mid-level right here, and I'll do that layer. So basically, if your hair is layered, try to follow the layers, and that will actually give you a much fuller head of curls when you finish. If your hair isn't, you can still do the different layering techniques of just, going up, and then I'll do the final layer, which will be like basically all the hair from here down, or here up, basically. I will not spray my hair with hairspray, and that's the other tool you want to have. I use this hairspray. I really like TRESemmé for their hairspray. I prefer this hairspray in an aerosol can to like a liquid hairspray. One that's just in a spray bottle, because this will give you a much broader coverage instead of just a really concentrated dose when you use a hairspray. So when you're trying to keep your curls in place, I recommend aerosol hairspray, and that will kind of help just keep them set. So after I curl them all, I'll then spray them. Like, I'll spray each layer with hairspray, and then I'll use a small ponytail holder and hold back all the curls that I've already curled. And that'll just kind of help keep things separate as well. And then afterwards, I'll spritz my whole head of hair with the hairspray, and then I'll flip my head over and run my fingers through it, kind of going like this, and break the curls up a little bit. And as you can see, I kind of left a lot of curls full, because I want to make sure I still have some definition to the curls. After that, again, I will apply this oil, just to kind of help smooth the hair down. It'll kind of help just relax it a little bit more so it doesn't look stiff or crunchy from the hairspray. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to be I'll actually do a real tutorial with my curling wand next time, and this is just the first of 3 different tools that I'm going to be using. I already have used the curling iron, and I'm going to use a 1-inch tapered curling wand, and then a set of hot curlers. The hot curlers are a little bit, how should I put this? I haven't quite gotten the hang of the hot curlers yet, so it's going to take me a little bit to figure that out, but once I do, I will let you know. If not, I might actually do a tutorial of trying to figure it out on here. Yay! Okay, so that's pretty much it. There's not really a whole lot to curling your hair. Oh, sorry, I did forget one big tip. So I separate my hair in 3 layers. I do the bottom, the top, the middle, and then I'll do the top. I do the bottom, I roll in the same way, and then the top I reverse it. So on the bottom, I'll take a strand. Let's see if I can find a strand. I'll take a strand, I'll put my curling iron in upside down, roll it all the way to the end, and I'll roll it up towards my face. So like that. And when you take it out, don't unroll it, just slightly release it a little bit and pull down and out. So for the first 2 layers, the bottom and then the middle, I will put it in upside down like this, and then roll it up. For the top layer, I'll put it in right side up like this, pull it all the way down, and roll under. That kind of creates a smoother finish on the top while creating all the volume on the bottom. I always start my curling iron like halfway or almost all the way up to the top and then slide it down. That helps with the heat from the curling iron kind of warm your hair up, and then once you roll it up, it kind of has been preheated. So that's something I personally have found works really good for my hair. I did find another curling iron technique that I've never used, and it's a little bit tricky because it requires sticking the curling iron up, flipping it over, taking it out, putting it back in, flipping it over, and it's just a little bit too many steps for me to figure out. I'm not terribly comfortable with this curling iron yet, so I need to figure out what works best. And as always, whatever works in your hair, you do it. This is just what I found works best for me. Alright guys, I am going to head off because I've got to get this post written. But have a great rest of your Tuesday, and yes, it is Tuesday. Sorry, I had to think there. And as always, please like and subscribe, comment, and find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest. Just look up Lashes and Rouge and you'll find me. And leave your suggestions in the comments on the blog post, because I'd love to hear what works for you and what you found is the best way to curl your hair. Thanks guys, see you later, bye.